What if you inherited a mansion worth millions? But there was one impossible condition. You had to spend exactly 7 nights there, alone. No guests, no phone calls. Most people would think it sounded easy. A week of solitude for a lifetime of wealth. But as the fog rolls over the lonely cliffs, you realize why no one has ever stayed. After her grandfather's death, 26-year-old Evelyn received a handwritten letter. "The house is yours," it read, "if you stay until sunrise on the 7th day." The mansion stood like a silent sentinel overlooking the crashing ocean, draped in mist. Even the lawyer trembled at the gate. "Some doors are locked for a reason," they warned. Evelyn laughed, dismissing the warnings as local superstition. She pushed the heavy iron key into the lock, and the door creaked open with a groan. The air inside smelled of stale lavender and old, decaying paper. She set her bag down in the foyer, the sound swallowed by the vast, empty space. The first night was deceptively peaceful. Silence filled the halls, and she slept soundly. But on the second night, the atmosphere shifted. Rhythmic footsteps began pacing above her. She looked up, her heart racing, only to realize there was no second floor above that room. Just a cold, empty attic that had been sealed for decades. The rhythm was too human. By the third night, the logic of the physical world began to crumble. They matched her own shoes perfectly. It was as if she were being followed by her own ghost. On the fourth night, the house seemed to breathe. The walls felt warm to the touch. The family portraits in the gallery shifted their gaze, their eyes following her every move. Letters began appearing in drawers she had already emptied, written in her own handwriting. Each letter ended with the same chilling sentence: "The truth always remembers." She stopped sleeping. Her eyes grew red and wide, darting toward every shadow. Was someone hiding in the walls, or was the house a mirror? The final night arrived like a heavy shroud. Evelyn was on the verge of a breakdown. Driven by a desperate need, she tore a loose wooden panel from the wall. Behind it lay dozens of leather-bound journals, hidden away from the world. She found the raw, bleeding history of her family. Each page documented a painful secret, broken promises that ruined lives, hidden debts that bled the estate dry. She reached the final journal, her grandfather's last entry. The ink was faded but sharp. This house was never haunted. It simply refuses to let people escape the truth. At that exact moment, the lights flickered and died, plunging her into darkness. In the silence, she realized every sound was a reflection of her own suppressed history. The house wasn't attacking her. It was holding up a mirror to the lies she had buried. She saw the moments she had turned away, the masks she wore to survive. The greatest prison isn't made of stone. It is built from the lies we refuse to confront. The house was breathing because it was filled with the collective breath of the deceived. Evelyn sat in the dark, not screaming, but finally listening. She stopped fighting the house and started accepting the reflection. The shadows didn't retreat, but they stopped feeling like enemies. They were just memories, waiting to be acknowledged. She had survived the 7th night, and the 7th sunrise was coming. The truth was out. The house was quiet at last. The next morning, as the first golden rays of the sun broke over the horizon, she carried only one journal. She sold the mansion a month later. She no longer feared the house because she had finally faced the truth. Sometimes, the scariest place you will ever enter is your own memory.